Hi, my name is Valentine and you're watching The God Talks, and this week I'm going to be telling you about my experience at a Vipassana meditation retreat. Stay tuned to the very end where I'm going to give you a tour of the facility that I went to, and also some of the other women that I was there with are going to share with you their experiences. So if you're thinking about going on a Vipassana meditation retreat, first off, I just want to say don't watch this video and try not to watch any other videos or read too much up about it. I really didn't know a lot going into this, and I think it really served me. There's a spiritual teacher, someone that I really respect, that when I told them I was going on this, they kind of put a bad taste in my mouth about it, like kind of clouded my judgment. And I'm really, really glad that I still went and I still stayed the whole time. So if you're thinking of going, just go. And just, for those 10 days, really let yourself be in the experience. They tell this really great, or give this really great analogy about, like, if you're starving and you haven't eaten all day and you go to a restaurant and you see on the menu the dish that you want, and even seeing the dish, like, your mouth starts to water. You're like, yes, this is what I want. Then maybe while you're waiting for your food, there are other people in the restaurant and they're already eating, and you see their dish and you see them enjoying the food and you're like, oh, I can't wait for my food to get here. And then your mouth starts to water again. Then finally your food shows up and you're able to start eating, your mouth starts watering, and it's only then that you have the experience that you know what the food tastes like. Reading about it, just like reading a great book or something inspirational, is one thing. Seeing someone else that is living that life that maybe you want to live is another thing, but actually having the experience is totally different. So everything that I tell you, if you were to go, you would probably have a different experience. So just to give you kind of a brief overview, Vipassana meditation, this was a 10-day silent meditation course. So no talking. There is a manager and also a meditation teacher. So if there's something like the shower's clogged, you need a blanket, something like that, you can talk. And then if you have a question about the practice, there are designated times during the day that you can go and talk to the meditation teacher. You're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to bed till 9:30 at night, and you're spending about 11 hours a day in meditation. And you're really uncomfortable because of that. All the discomfort really pushes you to see, like, your triggers, your patterns. I feel like I learned so much about myself in these 10 days. They were so intense and so powerful. Vipassana is really, they call it the art of living. And so it's the art of seeing things as they really are. For the first 3 days, you're just focused on your nose, just feeling the breath sensation in the nose, not even following it down or feeling the expansion of the rib cage, nothing like that. My meditation practice before I went was very inconsistent, and when I did meditate, it was usually a guided meditation. I almost feel like if you have no meditation experience, it's better, because they talk about how it's important to know the purpose of what you're doing, like what's the intention. So like with a visualization exercise, or if you're imagining a white light or repeating the word love, a mantra, something like that, the purpose is really to quiet the mind, distract the mind, those kinds of things. With Vipassana, you're just focused on your body, the sensations that you can feel. And because of that, you start feeling things that you didn't even know you had been holding on to. They start coming up. And they say that you're purifying your mind because you notice the sensation as it comes up, be it pleasant or unpleasant, and then you just observe it and it passes. There were some habits that I've been holding on to that I've really been wanting to let go, but I'd really been struggling with. Could maybe be really good for a couple days and then find myself right back at square one. And I was getting really frustrated. And I really learned that that's kind of what was happening. I was able to distract myself for a little while, but I wasn't really treating the root cause. And so now I feel so much lighter and so much looser about so many things in my life. I even feel calmer in traffic, which for me, traffic was a huge trigger. I used to get livid in Los Angeles traffic. So if just being a better person in traffic is all I got, I think my friends and family would agree it was worth it. So in the past, the whole idea of the law of impermanence, this too shall pass, not getting attached to positive sensations or negative sensations, kind of depressed me. I felt like, well, then what does anything matter if everything's passing? But it was really not until the 8th day, which is why I say if you go, you have to stay the whole 10 days. And don't listen to people that didn't stay the whole 10 days because they didn't have the full experience. At the end of the 8th day, I stayed late to ask the teacher a question in the meditation hall after the last meditation of the day. And so when I left, everyone was already in their rooms and it was really quiet. I'm not used to seeing the stars because I live in Los Angeles. There's too much light pollution. So just seeing the stars out there was magical for me. And so I walked out, I could see the stars. There was a little bunny rabbit there. I mean, it was so perfect and it was so beautiful. And I had the thought, like, why can't I enjoy this? This is so amazing. I want to like milk this for all it's worth and really, really enjoy it. And then I heard someone crying, which there's a lot of crying because you're dealing with so many things that you've been holding on to for so long. So, I mean, I definitely had moments where I was crying, more than one moment. So, but when I heard that person in that moment, as messed up as it is, my knee-jerk reaction was like, how dare this person disturb my peace? You know, it's like the idea of someone on their meditation cushion like, shut up, I'm trying to meditate. You know, it's that clinging. And that's when everything really clicked for me. It's like you can enjoy the pleasures of life, the beautiful nature that's out here, but it's when it's not there or when it's not exactly how you want to be, getting upset. That person crying didn't make the night any less beautiful. And at the same time, they were probably releasing and working through some stuff they really needed to. So that for me is just a great example of how it was the experience. If I hadn't been there for 8 days going through hell, I probably wouldn't have been able to come to that conclusion. So it was a really powerful experience. I'm recommending it for everyone that I know. Some people that I really love have already signed up for it, and I am so excited to hear about their experience. On the 10th day, when you can finally start talking to people, it was so interesting to see. You know, I got there late, so I didn't really get to talk to many people before, and it's so funny, like the stories we create in our mind about who people are and what they must be like, but it was so cool hearing all the other experiences. And so I'm going to give you a tour of the facility I went to now, and you're going to hear from some of those people.
Come on, I'm trembling. Come on, come on, come on. I've never felt like this before. There's a gravity, I can feel it bringing me close. I've got a feeling, alright. Let's make a move.
Virginia Jimenez.
And how did you feel before you came?
Before I came, everything was unknown and mysterious. I have been on a long road to heal myself from depression and anxiety, and I had tried so many classes, neuroscience, and I felt I had so much information I needed just to absorb everything and embody it. So I thought, like, cool, meditation. But I didn't realize I had to sit 10 hours. And I'm blown away. It was very, very an amazing experience. And I think it's gonna take me time to process everything. But I think I'm very, very excited because I think it's a great tool now that I have to use in the future, and to put everything else that I've learned. This is gonna help me a lot. So I'm looking forward to it. I was a little bit scared because I felt first overwhelmed. It's like, oh my God, this is now is like practice and I have to do it now. But I'm excited because I have the information and now it's really gonna be up to me.
My name is Charlotte Cousins, and I learned about Vipassana meditation through a friend of mine who took this course, and she felt that it changed her way of life, and that is how I feel myself. This has been a very moving and poignant introspection, and all people should experience it.
How did you feel before you came?
Well, I knew I needed to deepen my practice of meditation, and so this was part of my process, is trying to get down to the deep levels of some of my bad habits, and just making myself a better person, and why there's resistance to that. So this was a fabulous overview of that whole reason why I do all the things I do.
And how do you feel now going home?
Well, I feel relieved, but I also feel very inspired, and I hope to carry this message and this open-hearted experience to the rest of the world.
Kate, my name is Kate.
And how did you feel before you came?
Before I came, I was going through a challenging time, and I was trying to figure out how to get out of it and wasn't able to quite find the way. So I came here.
And how do you feel now that you're leaving?
I feel a little bit nervous this morning, but generally speaking, this is a great place and a great practice, and I think it will make me really happy when I get back and I'm ready to be, you balance the two worlds. I think it's a little scary going from one to the other, but I think it will be great, and I think I'll probably find out more in a week or a month as time passes.
What's your name? Awesome.
My name is Leticia.
And how did you feel before you came?
I came here for a reason. Like I was trying to find a relief for one particular situation, and I found myself in a whole different universe of things, special things about me and about the others. And I don't know, it's like comencé a encontrar que siento amor por todos los seres. Comencé a descubrir este amor dentro mío, y estar aquí en este lugar tan bello, con esta belleza tan rara, y las lecciones que nos daba el maestro Goenka me hicieron recordar muchas cosas, y me olvidé completamente de la razón por la que había venido, y ahora estoy como en un nuevo camino de autodescubrimiento y de muchas sensaciones que son muy muy agradables, de mucho amor. Empezar a observar la naturaleza y a empezar a sentir las vibraciones de lo que nos rodea es muy mágico y muy poderoso. Así me voy con mucho poder. I'm happy. Thank you.
Amber Black, howdy, hello.
And how did you feel before you came?
Very out of control. I had the worst poison oak of my life. I itched my skin off, more or less, and I know that sounds really crazy and kind of disturbing, but I lost balance of mind, and Vipassana really brought it back. And it's a long road. I have a lot to learn, but I finally found the root and the source, and I'm happy to share it with all of y'all. Thank you.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe for more. And also leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. And if you've ever been, I'd love to know how your experience was different than mine. Thanks for watching.